Hi, I'm Dr. Canseco.
I'm Dr. Eisfelder.
And this is
The Frontline ER. So lots of times we're hearing, in response to us trying to defend ourselves with appropriate compensation or protective equipment, that we signed up for this.
Or you should have known this could happen.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
I mean, it is our job to work in disasters and to work on the front lines. Everything that's happened over the past few months has been unprecedented.
It's unusual to have a sustained local disaster, let alone a worldwide pandemic.
The last time something like this happened was over a century ago in 1918 with the Spanish flu.
And SARS and MERS, which are the closest things we have to what's going on right now in terms of a pandemic, they didn't come close to what's going on with COVID. We're expected to train for disasters, and we treat infectious patients in the emergency room every day.
But this is different. This is affecting millions of people worldwide.
Rather than one patient every so often having a deadly disease, like meningitis or tuberculosis, this is multiple patients a shift, potentially all of your patients in a shift.
So no, we didn't really sign up for this. We're just as surprised as you.
Yeah, dude, you can't tell us to be prepared for something that hasn't happened in a century. That's unrealistic. But you know what? In emergency medicine, we'll find a way, just like in Jurassic Park. We're adaptable. This is what we play for, this type of outbreak. Woo!
And we signed up for residency knowing how much we'd make and knowing how hard we would have to work. We even knew that we'd have to work with infectious patients sometimes.
But we also knew signing up that we'd have the equipment to do so.
Some residents at other hospitals don't have enough protective equipment.
Did they sign up for that? No.
We all signed up knowing that we'd be practicing modern medicine, which includes access to testing and appropriate protective gear.
We're not in the medieval ages where we're wearing those weird plague masks.
That'd be like asking a firefighter to go in a burning building without a suit on.
Or those welders not wearing their face masks.
Or a construction worker without wearing those cute hats.
All of these people, they can get injured. I wouldn't be okay with that. You wouldn't be okay with that. No one should be okay with that. So yeah, we signed up for it, but we signed up knowing that we would have the proper protection. Another statement that we're encountering under the umbrella of you signed up for this is you should be allowed to be drafted.
We just want to let you know that some residents are being drafted in a roundabout way.
Many residents from non-emergency medicine or intensive care specialties are being moved to the ER or the ICUs.
So they're being pulled out of those surgeries, out of those outpatient clinics, off of those research benches, out of those labs, and into the ER.
They literally did not sign up for this. But you know what? They do it, and they do it willingly because they all care.
Shout out to all of our non-emergency medicine colleagues that are out on the front lines right now.
You rock. We know you'd rather be anywhere other than the ER or ICU, so we think you deserve a round of applause. There's also been rumors that we can be drafted to crisis cities like a draft, like an actual military draft.
First of all, we had no idea that this could even happen.
We had to look it up.
But there actually is a medical draft in standby mode right now.
Who knew? It's called the Healthcare Personnel Delivery System.
And it was created by the Selective Service System.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither. But it can be enacted by Congress.
Certain conditions have to be met, like there has to be a national emergency.
And there has to be insufficient military personnel or volunteers of any kind to fill the spaces.
And Congress and the president both have to sign off on it for us to be delivered where we're needed.
Like a package.
So when you say we should be drafted, there's a couple of interesting things you should consider.
There are actual military doctors that are like through the Army, Navy, whatever branch of the military that they're in, that are supposed to be drafted first.
We didn't sign up for the military. We had that option in medical school. We turned it down.
And there's a portion of the law that states none of this is supposed to happen during peacetime.
We're not at war. Are we at war?
I mean, not the last I checked. I don't think I mean, we were at war against a disease, but like...
No, that doesn't count.
No, okay.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. The last thing is that they're going to be drafting people between the ages of 20 and 45. Male and female healthcare workers.
Yay, equality!
Guess how old residents are, on average.
And it's not a war. You know, we're not fighting against other humans or nations, but we get how you guys are picturing it. We get that social media and articles and whatever are portraying it in a certain way. So fine. Let's call it a battle. A battle has an endpoint. Our endpoint is to try to figure out a way to fight this disease.
But the only way to get through this battle is if we support each other. And so we ask that you start supporting us. Don't leave healthcare workers without protective equipment. They did not sign up for that.
And as healthcare workers are falling ill across the country, don't think that they can be easily replaced when they get sick. They didn't sign up for that.
And while lots of different residents from all different specialties are being pulled where they're needed, they didn't sign up for that either. They have a very specific subset of knowledge.
And if you disagree and you think we should all know the same stuff, watch our next misconception video. All doctors should know all medicine.